Hello everyone, Aventer here. In today's video, it's not gonna be about a particular vehicle or particular nation or a lineup. This video is gonna be more about a question or a proposition that pretty much every ground player should at least try coastal once. And why that opinion is the opinion that they have. This question being loitering in my mind for quite a while, definitely not since like 2 days, because I was a little bit more intoxicated during weekend and decided, that's kind of nice idea. But from what I've been talking about with my friends, with people in the squadron, a lot of the times what I'm hearing is that Naval makes them ippy, Naval is boring for them, that Naval is slow-paced, and well, although I agree that Naval is slower paced game mode compared to, for example, tanks, for example, jets, etc., I don't think it's a very bad one. And of course, as someone who mains Naval, I do be a little bit biased towards the game mode of itself. At the same time, I'm thinking a lot of the times people that I'm speaking about, they don't play coastal, but they completely disregard that. Like, first of all, they know that the game mode exists, that there's a split between blue water and the coastal fleet, but most of the times they don't really think about that as a kind of separate game mode with different maps, with different playstyles, etc. That made me think, why is that? And also a question before I go even further into that debate. A lot of the times what I'm hearing from you as the tank players, the ground players, you like vehicles, especially when it comes to quote-unquote meme vehicles, that you like things like, for example, KV2, FV4005, Sturmtiger. So vehicles that have a reload rate or a playstyle slower or comparable to a playstyle of a battleship. It's kind of baffling to me how one thing you disregard in favor of other, while the second one is even slower. And that brings me to quote-unquote a solution to the problem, and that is coastal. If you don't like blue water because it's slow, because you have to shoot at the vehicle multiple times to even sink it with, dealing damage, but the damage is not that much noticeable, I deemed that coastal might be a solution for you. Simply because, you hear me out, because this is important. Boats are smaller than ships. If you think that Naval is slow for you, give yourself a try and take a reserve boat for a spin. Take maybe a squadron boat for a spin. Karl Marx, SKR-7. Those two are very competent and very fun boats to play. For me, at least, my opinion, coastal really answers the questions that you guys might have, or concerns that you might have, that you don't want to spend 20 minutes on one match, that you think that it takes really long time to destroy a certain vessel. That's when it comes to that. If you are not preferring the realistic battles, which I play, also see the quote-unquote allegations of Naval being dead, that it's only 2 players on both sides and the rest are bots, are quite not true. I don't even know why we have those 4 bots. For this coastal, the smaller maps, the smaller teams could be beneficial. If don't think about coastal as game mode that still sucks, I'll try to go for your more primal desires, that being certain things called money. Who doesn't like money? Who doesn't like to get yourself a nice, juicy paycheck of a lot of silver lions, several thousands, several hundred thousands even for a better game. And the naval do enables that. Recently, my friend in one of the squadrons that I was a member of before I joined iNavy showed a screenshot of him playing 7.0 tanks. So compared that to naval, that would be a top tier. Having 14 kills, assists, and being active, very active player in the team. He got 5k RP and mere few thousand of SL? Like, come on Gaijin. This is not the way. And I'm not even talking about RP, because of course RP, as if you won't play the game mode on a regular basis, RP is just a nice bonus. But what is a very nice bonus, like a nice bonus, is the fact that you can have an amount of SL that in a few matches, let's say an hour or two in a week, it's not that long, especially when I know that you guys are playing War Thunder for hours during a day, myself included. And you have pretty much half of your top tier jet, half of your top tier tank, whatever strikes your fancy. Of course, a match is not gonna end up in 6 minutes, the match is gonna be more like 15 minutes. And like I said, if you don't like the slow battleships that can go for a lot, then try coastals, try PT boats, especially PT boats. Britain, Soviets, German, Japanese, US, your choice, your call. Coastal is a ground player must play at least once. Like I said, simply because, well, I was really crap. The match took 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 4 assists, 1 boat kill on a bot even, 1 aircraft and 2 zone captures. And I earned 22,000 and I did completely crap. Compare that to, for example, victory in Afghan. And I was here in a Meteor Mark 8, 8.0 aircraft. Similar match time, so 7 minutes, 3 aircraft destruction, damage, takeoffs, awards, activity time. And you go here and it's 19,000. 19,000 for an 8.0, where I had to fight off, because I remember that because it was an up tier, I had to fight off MiG-15s, Sabres, I was in a constant disadvantage. And here I was like, okay, let me take my PT boat and drive around capturing some zones, not breaking a sweat. Took one guy with me, took a plane with me, and here, 2.3, 22,000. For me, I do believe that's a nice difference. It's alright for me to do crap because I showcased you, even if you do crap, then you can still have a lot earned from that. If you did enjoy that, please consider leaving a like, consider subscribing, and consider leaving comments. Maybe if you're a ground player that somehow encountered that video, clicked on it. Okay, do tell me if you tried Coastal, if it worked for you. If don't, okay, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, because especially after you tried it after my video, I'm gonna say I'm sorry that I lied to you, that didn't meet your expectations. But first, do go for arcade if you're not very comfortable with realistic. That's my only tip. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon wherever you are. This is Avenger out. See you in the next video. Bye bye.